Hi everyone, today on the content we looked at the word called until. I will make it until. I will put in the work until. I would see myself through until. I will lift the weight until. I will pray until. And this word is an amazingly strong word. And that's why today on the content I decided to shed some light until you become or we become all we have been created to be. The word until is marvelous, right? And a lot of times this word is associated with individuals who do not take it lying down, individuals who strive to be the greatest format or the best version of who they've been created, right? They keep putting in that work until, right? And the truth about it is that if you meet these two classes of individuals, the first class of individual A, who has accepted the norm of the environment, who has gone into that zone B mode, who's constantly in a stall state, right? And you meet, exhibit B, who has constantly worked on himself, constantly, strive to be the greatest version of himself until he becomes that vision that has earmarked in his mind. There's always that until factor. These individuals, on this other hand, don't have that until factor because they have basically accepted what the environment has said they should be, right? But on the other hand, these other individuals, until I get to that certain weight, that healthy state I've always wanted for myself, until I get that promotion, until I become a millionaire, until I become a father, until I become a mother, until I become the community leader, until I find a cure for this ailment, until I raise funds for the homeless, until. And most of the time, these individuals, the until individuals, continue to go at it. Most of the time, sometimes they don't even finish this until. Sometimes they die before the process. And sometimes this process of until moves from generation to generation to generation. What am I simply saying to us today? I want you to continue putting in the best you can until you get to that ideal version of where you see your life should be. I want you to continue to give it everything you have in yourself until you get to that point where you know that yes, you can beat yourself, beat your chest and say to myself, I have done this. I have become a better version of myself. I have become greatness. I have become something marvelous. I've become an awesome version of myself. Don't stay on the lane of these individuals who don't use the word until in any parables or any vocabularies or any conversations they seem to be having. Be these individuals that are constantly having that until conversation, that are always untilling, right? And what you will see, what will happen if you decide to stay on this spectrum of life is that you would one day strive for perfection, right? That you will never get. But the progressiveness of this journey to perfection will continue to see you, grow stride to stride until that final version of yourself is accomplished and achieved, right? That's the reason why we said until today is simply this. I want you to become today an until individual. I want you to look at life as an until state that will continue to unstill itself until you become the ideal, the best version of who you've been created. It's your digital influencer. Let's be all we have been created. Let's continue this onwards journey, this progressive journey until we get to that final version of who we know ideally from the inside we want to be. I will see you at the top, and I mean you, definitely you at the top. Cheers.